word नहीं use होने चाहिए.
Yes, sir, but
Now it's casted in the stone. It's history now. So,
but
नहीं,
nevertheless,
it has been used again.
sorry.
It has been used again.
Yeah, I mean, if somebody as a buyer is watching it, he is going to ask us, look, what is Thap Panchayat? So how do I tell them that this is a positive word?
Right,
yeah, I mean,
right.
if he's gonna Google it, then it becomes a problem.
No, that's what I'm saying. When you're dealing with international people, you have to think like international people. Who is our audience?
वैसे this design registry thing is going on for 2 years now. They have been planning in the things, but there are many hassles which I believe personally, my point of view, कि फेयर्स में तो काफी सारे लोगों के स्टॉल्स ऑलरेडी बंद होते हैं, क्लोज होते हैं, कवर्ड होते हैं. अगर वहां पे किसी ने कॉपी कर रखा है या हमारे सप्लायर्स ही ऐसे होते हैं कि जो 10 जगह बांट देते हैं सैंपल्स, तो इन दैट सिनेरियो वो कैसे वर्क करेगा?
You should have asked that question there.
Oh, sir,
नहीं, मैं आज ज्वाइन नहीं कर पाया मैं आज.
Sir, Rupak ji, आज actually there were many questions posed, but unfortunately for some odd reason none of them were answered. Maybe it was because that they had a mandate to stick to the panelists and that's it. But या फिर वो questions दिखे नहीं.
That is actually the biggest problem these webinars have, that they are very non-political, I would say interactive. They want to throw away just the information to you.
They just want to say what they want to say.
Exactly. So, but anyway, it's a good thing. I will not discount this thing because this is the need of the hour, and at least people are talking about it.
Yes, sir. We are. In fact, at least this will. अभी क्या होता था? The fact that something could be copied, it was acting as a hindrance in innovation to an extent. But now, I mean, I don't know how much, like on the ground level, how much protection will it give, but there's some sort of comfort at least at the moment. And let's see, once we'll put this into play, we'll know as to how it is and how it works.
At least I think that something will be tested, tried.
Yeah.
Hello, Gaurav.
Good morning. Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
लोकेश जी बताओगे मेरे को ना मैकबुक में ना आपका किसी का मेरे को वीडियो नजर नहीं आता. I don't know, there is some problem with MacBook, I believe.
Well, if people are not showing up as live pictures like we are doing, we three will be visible on the Facebook live.
No, I know, उसके मुझे पता है कि वो स्टार्ट वीडियो स्टॉप वीडियो का सीन है, लेकिन जिसमें मतलब कि क्रॉस नहीं है जिनका, मुझे उनका भी वीडियो नहीं दिख रहा, जैसे आपका भी वीडियो नहीं दिख रहा.
But MacBook is not supporting the what version are you using? I mean, like what year did you buy your MacBook?
See, I bought it in basically 2014. I'm using Mojave.
No. That's the latest version that is applicable.
That was creating many problems. Basically, the Catalina things, there were many bugs in that, so I had to downgrade it back to it.
No, Mac has a problem with Zoom, so they don't come out. They're very good with Telegram and other WebEx and everywhere, but Zoom is not, because I also have a MacBook, so मेरा भी नहीं चलता है.
But the thing is that, sorry, you go ahead.
I could not even download that feature. Mine is a 2011 MacBook. It's a MacBook Pro, but 2011. So maybe my technology is very old.
But the thing is that I tried it yesterday when hosting a meeting. Basically, I just tried to host a meeting just for checking purpose. In that, I was able to see, and but the people were able to see me.
People were able to see you and hear you.
Yeah.
Okay. Then what is happening now then?
I don't know what
you did. And you did the web. What do you call
Zoom itself?
Zoom itself.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe some technical issue or whatever. I cannot help you because I've not been able
You can call up the Apple Care. They should be able to help you.
Yeah, because they're very helpful. They can tell you what needs to be.
Yeah.
I had written a mail, but I just didn't call them.
Call
basically.
them up.
Call them. Set up a call. You can't call them. Set up an appointment.
Obviously, set up a call and then call me back.
I'll do that tomorrow itself. Tomorrow morning.
Yeah, that's a better way to do it. So.
बाकी लोकेश जी क्या नई खबर है, कुछ हो मार्केट की, क्या है कि कोविड का क्या सीन रहा? मैं तो न्यूज़ भी नहीं देख रहा आजकल, सही बताऊं आपको मैं।
हमें
I
कोविड से क्या करना है, हमें तो धंधा करना है ना।
अरे नहीं, धंधा तो करना है बट स्टिल
तो
मतलब
आप
कि
ये
थोड़ा
मेरे से एक
इन्फॉर्मेशन
सवाल
चाहिए।
पूछो कि सर धंधे के लिए क्या नई चीज लाए हो आप।
वो तो पूछ ही रहा हूँ, नया नया के मार्केट में क्या हो रहा है, आपसे पूछा ना मैंने वो चीज।
तो सर हम लोग very soon we are going to bring buyers also with the online system, webinars and networking happening initially with the buying agencies, and of course it boils down to exporters only. तो हम लोग जो ये कर रहे हैं ना, ये एक्सरसाइज, और वी आर कॉलिंग पीपल एवरी डे, दे आर ज्वाइनिंग इन, दे आर मेकिंग relationships now, and that has to continue till at least till the lockdown is there, because you can afford it.
True.
And when the things are going to happen, the relationship will actually work. Of course, the vendors, the buying agent might have a preferred vendor which they are working with, but new relationships do have a place.
Good evening, sir.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Good evening.
Good evening, Tarun.
Hi, how are you? All well?
All well, everything's good.
Good,
Good evening,
good.
Tarun
Hi
ji.
everybody.
Madhu ji,
Hi.
welcome.
Thank you.
Good
I
evening, Madhu ji.
I had one disturbing news for the day. I have a very
Yeah.
dear friend of mine who's been taken in as COVID and is very serious in London.
Oh,
my
yeah.
School friend of mine. So I was with the doctors, and you remember the meeting we were having earlier. I was in and out of meetings. So keeping our fingers crossed and a little worried about him.
Oh my God.
So when
Where
it
did
comes,
he pick it up from?
Hmm?
How did he pick it up?
He was a health worker. He's a doctor in Cardiff.
Oh my God. Terrible, terrible.
Sad to hear. I hope he
and,
gets okay.
and a very senior, I mean, like he's a cardiac surgeon. He's been felicitated by the Queen, and a very decorated doctor. It could be BBC News if something was to happen. I mean, just praying to God everything was all right.
Wow.
We
Yeah.
spoke to some doctor friends of his, and we were on a Zoom only.
Oh,
And terrible.
terrible, I tell you. Actually,
School
this
time.
is something which is just going out of control.
Well, I mean, not the right platform to discuss, but scenario is not too good. It's not looking too good. And today, when I actually quite understood the biology behind this virus from the doctors who are in the middle of things, it's quite scary because they are not being able to read the RNA, the thing, and they don't see anything in the near future. They can only do hit and trial runs. They have started clinical trials. They have started clinical trials on people who volunteered. Some are showing things. There have been different therapies. Plasma therapy has been tried. And a lot of things are going around the town, but nothing. I mean, like I had another doctor friend of mine from Australia joining me in that same Zoom. So he's right in the front in Australia.
Yeah.
So he has his own take on different. There's a lot of data which is not consolidated.
My uncle, who's the doctor, is also admitted.
Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely new to them. The Australians were talking different line. The Britishers were in a different mood. You see that we will try this and whatever. Crazy. It scared the hell out of me now.
Yeah.
It isn't what I was thinking till now, that it was just an ordinary flu or something, whatever. But the biology and the truth behind the virus is very scary.
It's terrible because it's attacking your main system.
It's,
Your
yeah,
breathing, your
it
lungs.
is actually, well, what is interesting, what I got to know was that it is actually bypassing the DNA, but
Yeah.
only interacting with the RNA. And there is
Yeah.
not much data which these research scientists have ever developed about the RNA, and the mutation is happening on the RNA, and it is
Yeah.
taking away the power to transfer oxygen to the organs in the body. And it is the multiplying rate is exponential.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a very scary scenario.
Very,
Even
very scary. Very, very
till
scary.
now, like it hadn't knocked my door. I had nobody I knew. This is right. He's a doctor himself. Yeah.
These are
Just can't
forefront
get it.
workers. We should be like the more, whatever we do is less for the thankless work that they are doing. Not, they're risking their own lives for us.
Terrible, terrible. It's like
I hope something they find. There are 3-4 places where they are testing the vaccines. I hope
they've
one of
already
them.
started. They have started the clinical testing, but that's a trial and error method. There's nothing foolproof coming out.
Yeah, because they don't have the time to do the proper way. They are doing trial and error. 4 places they are testing. One in
Almost
Canada, US, and
almost
everywhere.
anybody who volunteers to be tested is they're giving it a shot.
Mm.
They have no choice. They're not waiting for clinical results or anything.
Yeah, exactly. It's very tough. Very, very tough situation. Let's hope and pray this things just disappear the way it came. SARS was 100,000 times less lethal than this.
Yeah. Actually, in terms of percentage, the people who are losing their lives, it's not a worrying percentage. The thing is that the contraction rate is very high. People contracting the disease and they are not getting the right medication at the right time, and their cases going. It's crazy. I mean, this friend of mine, I think if I have known him since school, I think he was the most disciplined person that I've ever known. He went on to become the heart surgeon, one of the most decorated surgeons in UK. But anyway, let's hear from some good news coming out of it. Let's see. Anyway.
Let us hope and pray for the best.
Yeah.
जैसा ताऊ जी का वैसे ही है रबड़ी की तरह क्यों लगेगा मतलब कोई दूध में डाल के पिया तो मैंने कुछ खास फ्लेवर नहीं आया था
We have new faces coming today.
Good evening, everybody. Kapil here.
Good evening, Kapil.
Good evening, Kapil.
Good evening, Lokesh.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening, Lokesh.
Hi, everyone.
Hi. And everyone.
Hi, Naresh. Hi, Linda.
Hi.
Hi, Linda. Hi, Girish.
EY light holder.
Hi, Gaurav. All the best.
For what? I'm like, I'm on a very disturbed drive right now.
Come on, that's your subject.
Guys who are not speaking, mute yourself because there is a lot of disturbance. We can't hear anybody. If you want to speak, please unmute. Nikhil, your background is making you disappear.
Yeah.
Not a good. And I forgot to send you the invite for the institutional appointment. Can you put that on chat again?
Yeah, sure. So how is everyone?
All is well.
Hello.
All good. All good.
You had a busy day, Lokesh, right?
Sorry?
You had a really busy day, back to back meetings, literally.
It's now every day task.
Yeah. Do you get any break in between?
Of course.
Okay, good. So that's
Breaks as well as the good news to share. I'll share when everybody is in the room.
yeah. Looking forward to that.
So looking forward to, and as you were and Manish and Gaurav and Bhavna, all governing body members today were discussing. Ajay, you are here also. And we had, I think, good discussion at the federation level that where are we driving the business, where is the business going on, and how do we do this?
We did. Absolutely. Gaurav, are you prepared?
Well, Linda prepared, yes, but riding on a very sad news from London. A dear friend of mine has contracted thing and it's very serious.
Yeah,
So
that's
that is a very disturbing news that I'm writing on. So that is playing at the back of my mind. So hope everything goes well. But yeah, prepared on the topic, yes. Interesting topic.
well. This is something which is in our blood. We can speak for hours on this topic.
Yeah, that's it. We can. I mean, I had you only in my fear.
The voice is very low this time. I don't know why. I can't hear most of the people.
Whose voice?
Whose voice is low?
Well, actually, yours, I would agree, Gaurav, and also Lokesh. Normally, you are a little bit clearer as well.
Am I low?
Now it's better in your case.
Actually, it's slightly better. Yeah, yours, Linda's, is clear.
Yours is also very clear.
If I pick up my phone and show it to you, my iPhone has hung up on me. So I'm using my
Gaurav,
son's
you're
phone,
very low. Can't understand you, Gaurav.
Sorry, actually, I'm using my son's phone now, and I can show you my iPhone is totally hung up on me. This is what where it is. So I don't know, one of those days when just things don't fall into place, and I don't have any other medium.
Don't worry, it will be
but you're
falling
pretty
into
clear and
place.
loud otherwise. I can hear you.
Nah,
I'm pulling my mic down next to my face because
now it's better, yeah.
Better,
yeah. Yeah. You have the presentation, so we want to hear you right.
Yeah, I'm going to make sure that the mic is just next to my head. The only thing that is disturbing me is the news from my friends, so that's another thing. Anyway, so how many are we now?
We're still walking in, so if 15, we need to talk about general things and know each other. I think most of us are now regularly coming in, and
KG, for I don't know, for a change, you are also very low. We can't, not so very audible.
Me?
Yeah, again.
So let me put my second ear. I was working only for 1 year.
You're audible to me.
I think so. I usually try my audio settings before I walk into the room. For me, it is the show time.
Yeah.
For me, I'm actually being interviewed by my buyers. So I go into that state of mind where I can, one of you can come up and say, okay, Lokesh, I want to work with you.
Yeah.
So I'm in that mindset.
It's a marketing forum place, so that's how to see it.
So there are few people who are not able to walk in and they don't even know how to do it. So you guys catch up and I will ask him how to do it.
Okay, how are you, Tarun?
All
Hi,
good.
Girish.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good too. What is happening within the apparel?
I think some factories will start on the 20th. Very few, and by the 3rd, things will start opening for sure.
Yeah, this is the indication I have right now that some factories are trying to resume work from the 20th of April, and they are very hopeful as of today that they will be able to do 25% manpower.
But few of them, not too many, basically.
Yeah.
But for the 3rd, it should happen. That's what they say.
What is everyone else contributing with on this topic? Because it's quite interesting to know what is happening in terms of progress of activity getting started in one way or the other, and to some extent. Can anyone like from outside update us, like Moradabad, or we have other areas covered?
Yeah, so Firozabad and Agra are completely shut at the moment, and we don't think that it will be relaxed on the 20th either. On the 3rd, we are hoping that at least 25% would be allowed. But considering we both Firozabad being the glass industry and Agra being the stone industry, both are shut at the moment, being in red zones.
Oh, it's red zone.
Yeah.
Yeah. UP is very strict.
They have to be strict actually in UP.
Yeah, you got
to be chaos in UP if they are not strict.
Delhi red zone.
UP is still under very much control.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say we are fortunate. I don't agree to the CM ideology or his way of doing things, but we need tough people like this right now. For certain decisions, he's good.
It's better at the moment. Yeah.
Lokesh,
I agree with you, Lokesh, on that.
I think primarily it's the testing as well. I mean, that has to pick up quite a lot because we don't know the number of cases actually.
Yeah, one
So
doesn't.
Piyush, that's exactly our strategy as well. We know our weakness.
Yeah.
Similarly, government knows their weakness, that we do not have testing capabilities. If this thing goes off, guys, we are done with it. So let's accept these mistakes. Let's accept the weaknesses. So like all we businesses have a weakness. As a buying agent or as an exporter, we also have weaknesses. But we have to find a way to get over it.
So yeah,
that is what government is doing.
So yeah, if and when we do open, we'll have to keep checks in place. We'll have to have those.
Exactly. You hit it on the nail.
Basically, whatever the news starts coming as a thing, and things are not looking brighter. If they stop looking brighter, instead of hitting the panic button, please choose to hit the reset button. So that's the way that you have to really reset your strategies and reset your entire, the game of the things. You have to have a very different vision to the entire thing. I mean, you are in a war zone right now. All of us are, each and every one in the world. I mean, nobody could have imagined where we are standing today. Across all worlds.
In that sense, yeah. Absolutely.
The
thought process has to be very clear, and panic has to be completely ruled out.
Sanyam, Sankalp, and Sangathan.
Yes, that is very important. We need to keep meeting. We need to keep sharing our thoughts and everything, and keep it going.
Yeah, absolutely.
We have some new people today. We are excited now. At 8:15, when we start the introduction.
I can see one of my factories also. So.
Oh, yes.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Girish Sajde from Drishti Lifestyle.
Hi, Girish.
We are
how are
into
you?
exports of leather garments. I'm good. How are you? Just trying to introduce myself.
Girish, you'll have to wait just now. The introduction
No
will
problem.
start. Then.
I got it.
Yeah.
Anybody home? Yes. The movies? What about you? Sports code?
Who has the news from US or Europe?
I got the news from Europe. I got the news from London.
That we heard of. Any other news? Like general news of the country, but how are they doing?
General news only I'm telling you about. And it says like they are claiming that they were 2 weeks slow of the to go for a lockdown, but they are fining very heavily people on the street. I mean, they're fining to the tune of something like 1,500 to 2,000 pounds on the spot fines, and they're not leaving anybody. No matter, there was this young girl who was spotted. It's in the news. She said the explanation she gave was that she's trying to learn how to drive a car. So she was penalized, but she explained herself that she's the only bread earner in the factory and in her house. So it's the news today in UK. Things like that here and there.
It's the same thing for New York actually. They're finding like crazy right now. Nobody can go outside the house if you drive, and then everywhere they find. They usually find a lot, and then they're giving a fine and also a ticket right on top of it.
Even in Canada also. If you are,
Netherlands is opening
more
next
than 5 people at home also.
Surprisingly, Germany, in some parts, some of the regions in Germany are working.
Yeah, they started.
And actually, Netherlands are also opening next week.
And Denmark.
Netherlands. Japan is also working, even though there is a state of emergency, but persons still are coming to the office, and even their government is saying that to stay at home, but people are so workaholic, they want to work, and they are going every day to the office, and every morning I am just busy with them.
I can understand Japan because they are also not sex oriented. You know the Japanese story that they are not maybe making love, they're not making babies, so it's very hard for Japanese couples to stay home. Yes, it's a fact.
No, but they are workaholic. They want to work.
That's what I'm saying. They're so workaholic that they don't even know how. If I have a wife or I have a husband or I have a live-in partnership, let us shake hands and at least hug each other once a day. They don't believe in that theory.
They are working. They are working machines. They work for 5 days, and then 2 days they will enjoy. This is their system, which I feel.
Gaurav, you're laughing at it. It's a fact. You can Google it.
I know that. No, I'm laughing because I'm just trying to remember what the complete opposite in Ukraine. So
yes,
That's was, the humor was coming from there.
Even Germany also, they are quite like they are in, but there are certain offices they've opened.
Yeah.
But Germany is very much organized, very much organized.
Sneha, are you in? Our introduction volunteer.
Yes. Yes, I'm in.
I love you for keeping me 15 minutes away from this monitor.
I'm ready with my list. Should I start?
All right. So, guys, welcome to the room. I think we are all pretty settled now. There are two good news. One is that we had a prolonged meeting at the Federation today at the Governing Council, looking at what can we do for the entire community. We have great plans. I think I will give the chance to Linda or Sandhya at the end of the session to speak about it. What are we going to do with the current situation of stocks, and what are we going to do about future prospects and how we are going to bring buyers. We are now targeting to have buyers networking on this platform with buying agencies and exporters. It might happen in 2 weeks or 3 weeks or maybe 2 months, but we have taken up the task of bringing buyers in the room now. So there will be sessions, there will be timings. So a lot of activity is involved. That's why we are taking time. Second is that I was running 2 meetup groups before this was started. Delhi Import Export Professionals. I think somebody is not muted. Can you mute, please? Nita?
Yeah, I'm just muting.
So that had 1,400 professionals of import export already lined up. As you can see in our meetup, we are now crossing almost 400. And today, Sanjeev God, one of my great friends, some of the exporters might be knowing him. He's an old-timer senior merchandiser. He is heading the Bombay Import Export Group of 2,400 professionals. So they both will be now live with us. The both meetups will have the same events happening as a webinar. So you have the opportunity of networking with 4,000 plus meetup members who are part of a community of import and export. So I am not, I would say, I don't know what will happen, what will be churning out, but this is a biggest achievement of 400 people today. And suddenly we are 4,400 as on today. Neha, continue please.
All right. Bhavna?
Hello, good evening, everyone. This is Bhavna Singh, and I represent a buying house, Ishant Gandhar Fashions Private Limited, and I'm dealing in products like apparels, accessories, and jewelry. And I'm also a part of the Federation governing body. Plus, I'm also been taking care of the Recoupex Business Development Division. Thank you very much.
Girish?
Yeah, good evening to you. This is Girish representing Tata Ceramic Limited's Cochin plant. I'm here for first time. Nice to see you all here.
Linda?
Hi, good evening. My name is Linda, and I'm the founder and owner of Continuum Buying Agency, design-driven buying agency working primarily with ladies wear. We are into the European and US market, and I'm here to look for possible business opportunities and new collaborations.
Okay, Gaurav Gupta.
Hi everybody, I am Gaurav from EM Plus International Prasovat. So we are into manufacturing and exporting of handicraft glass hardware all across Europe and US. Thank you.
Okay, Madhu.
Yeah, hi. This is Madhu Sanan. I run a buying agency by the name of QC International, specializing in footwear and other products. And we have an importing office in Canada. Plus, I designed for a particular US brand for certain lines of theirs. Thank you.
Piyush.
Hello, everyone. This is Piyush Bawalpuria from AM Glass International. We are manufacturers and exporters of glass hardware. Our products primarily include vases, table lamps, tabletop accessories, anything to do with glass. We customize products as well. And we kind of cater to US, Europe, Middle East, and Southeast Asia, and looking to expand in India as well. Thank you.
Ajay? Ajay?
Hi everybody, my name is Ajay Abral. I represent UA Consultants. We are buying agents with primary concentration in US, lifestyle products, that's the category. I am also part of the FBA founding team as the secretary. We welcome you all on the channel. Let's make the most of it.
So Ajay is Ajay is one of the warriors now behind the scene with Sandhya and Sangeeta, Bhavna, who's actually working the entire system operate for all of us. Yes, Neha.
Yeah, Colin?
Hey guys, this is Colin here. I'm from New York, currently stuck in Chennai due to the curfew. So we have 3 brands. We currently we doing like almost $4 to $5 million business. Currently, we helping and teaching the manufacturers and all other people, all other person who love to sell in Amazon, and also how to launch product. And also we are exporters as well. Currently, I have my team, so I have like a 20 members team in India who take care of all these things. Thanks so much, guys.
Girish?
Good evening, everybody. My name is Girish Sajdev. I'm partner in Drishti Lifestyle. It's a family-run business. We have been into the business for 30 years, specializing in manufacturing of leather garments, bags, and accessories. We cater to US market. In Europe, we work for France, UK, and a bit of Netherlands as well. Thank you.
Himanshu?
Good evening, everyone. This is Himanshu Jain from Deja versus Panipat. We are mainly manufacturer and exporter of soft home furnishings. Thank you.
Indrajit?
Very good evening, room. Very good evening, room. I'm very glad to see few faces which I haven't seen from last decades. So it's a very nice platform. This side Indrajit from Kudos Textiles Panipat. I deal in handmade carpets and rugs. Thank you very much.
Kapil? Kapil Grover?
Let's be quick, guys. Let's be quick, Neha.
Hi, this is Kapil from Omega Merchandising from Panipat. We deals in carpets and other kind of floor coverings. Thank you.
So you were saying something?
I was saying, let's be quick. Only one time you should announce, and then maybe in 2 seconds move to the other guy.
All right. Maya? Mohit? Manish?
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Myself is Manish Mahajan. My company name is SM Impacts. I am working as a buying agent for Japanese market for last 20 years and dealing in hard goods and soft goods. Thank you.
Naresh?
Hi everyone, I'm Naresh Deshwal. Majorly my profile is more towards the working side. I've just finished my work with the Landmark in Middle East. Recently joined my brother. He owns a factory. I've recently moved with him in India. But basically right now I'm in Dubai. Stuck up because of this lockdown. Thank you.
Naveen Gupta?
Hi, this is Naveen from Nirmal Designs. My factory is based in Kundli, Haryana, and basically working in home and rugs for US market.
Neeta?
Hi, this is Neeta Aneja from Trends International. We work with multiple product categories. I'm also a governing body member of Federation of Buying Agencies, and I'm also a volunteer with FBA COVID Warrior Team. Thank you.
Nikhil? Rajat?
Good evening, everybody. I am Rajat Singhal from RK Impex, Moradabad, and we are the exporters of metal handicrafts. And we are doing to the US market. We are mainly doing to the category of home decor and home decor and utilities. Thank you.
Rupak.
Good evening, everyone. This is Rupak Gupta from Nirmal Overseas. We are into export of home decoration stuff, including soft and hard goods. And we have been into this field for last 27 years now.
My name is Tarun Narang. Factory's name is Impact Exports. We are into ladies wear high fashion. Main market is America. Thank you.
Vishal.
Hi, this is Vishal Vadera from Balaji Overseas Panipat. We are manufacturer exporter of all kind of the home goods and floor coverings. Thank you.
Himanshu.
I'm already done.
Okay, sorry. Sakshi.
Hi everyone, this is Sakshi, having 12 years of experience working with national and international brand. Currently, I'm starting something of my own in sourcing. Thank you.
Ankur.
Yeah, hi, this is Ankur. I am one of the directors at A-Cube Craft Private Limited. We are based at Muradabad. We deal in all kind of handicrafts, in inclusions of metal, wood, iron, marble, glass, everything. Thank you.
Mike.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Mike Ivanov. I'm the president and CEO of globalbox.world. This is an e-commerce platform which facilitates the convergence of buyers and sellers worldwide. So we can help you position your products not only in India, but also anywhere pretty much overseas.
Okay, Sandhya.
Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Sandhya Samuel, heading merchandising at Francis Waxiar group of companies with the Find agencies. We're looking in, primarily into home textiles, hard goods and fashion accessories for the French market. And I'm the Vice President at the Federation of Buying Agents. Welcome to the 75th Better Together series. Thank you.
Anil.
Yeah. Hi everyone, myself Anil Natlekar. I completed my graduation in textile. I have a 8-month junior merchant experience in the garment industry. Actually, I'm coming to forum is to get a job opportunity and learn something from this forum. That's it.
Rubu. Mayank.
Hi, I'm Mayank Goyal. I'm from AV International. We are the manufacturers of plastic mats from Aurangabad. We have been exporting to Europe and US. Our major clients are mainly big retail chains. Thank you.
Mohit.
29 na? 29. 29.
Move on, Neha, move on.
Yeah, I've covered all. Mohit was left and Ruben. I think I've covered all. If anyone has missed, they can take a lead.
Well, I am missing. So guys, I am Lokesh Parashar, ADK India. No, that's okay. I have to market myself, guys. I also need business. So ADK India, I have an office in New York. We take care of consulting businesses apart from an agency in India. I have just joined BNI also, and I'm giving the international business consultancy to anybody who's thinking of how to expand their business overseas or starting up. We have opened this forum. You can see in the chat, there are certain house rules. You can read them. And I will not take much time because Gaurav has to have 10 minutes at least to talk about very important topic, which is the need of the hour as well. And then I will keep the forum open for Sandhya and Ajay to actually take over for 5 minutes to discuss the opportunities. And last 10 or 15 minutes, whatever is left, you can ask the open questions on issues related to how we can help you as a federation, as a buying agents. As you are, most of you are coming back here, so we assume that you are really finding a value here. And is there anything which we can do it better? please reach out to us. We are welcoming suggestions. We are welcoming all the things which can make this better platform for opportunity of creating business for everybody. I have had calls from people after the meeting, and I'm very happy that you called me and you congratulate me. But the best platform is to go back to the meetup and convey our wishes to the audience, to the fellow members who should be able to feel, yes, one person got help today. So we have opened these rooms for helping each other, but then it has to come from everybody. It cannot be possible that only buying agents will be responsible for bringing business, and exporters are always saying, okay, I came, but I did not find anybody here. What can you do for the nation today? What can you do for a fellow exporter or a fellow buying agent today? That should be the feeling. And that is exactly what we are doing at the Federation. We are all pitching in our time. I think my whole team will be behind me in saying we have never spent so much of hours thinking about how we can go back to business, how we can go back to normalcy, how we can bring business to the community, to ourselves. So, Gaurav, are you ready?
Yeah.
So Gaurav is a very accomplished, very senior buying agent, a passionate golfer, and he looks at the situation from a very different perspective. So when he's in the room, sometimes we are very keen to know that how is he taking the whole viewpoint, and that opens a new plethora of discussion, which is very, very useful. So when we were discussing how we should be addressing issues right now and in future, and what are the weak points we have, what are the weaknesses we have, and he chose a subject which is, I think, very important. As like Ajay is now coming tomorrow on contracts and compliances. Ajay, Gaurav, please take over.
Hello, friends. First and foremost, I wish to, in my capacity as the Joint Secretary of the Federation of Buying Agents, wish to welcome everybody and to the forum today. And it's lovely to see the numbers increasing every day. And that's a good job being done. And I can see a lot of people taking value from this. Anyways, a little bit about myself. I'm Gaurav Misra, like I said, and I'm a technocrat in textiles from GCTI Kanpur. And I started out small in a family business of defense supplies, of tents and mattresses and sleeping bags way back in the late 80s and the early 90s. But those were my formative years. And slowly and steadily, we started this diversified into our core business of manufacturing t-shirts and knitted wear for the domestic and a little bit of export market. But there was a turnaround in my life when my mother passed away, which prompted me to leave my hometown in Kanpur and shift base to Delhi. And I came and was helped by a dear friend of mine. Unfortunately, he's not here in the forum today. And I joined him, and he has a company by the name of Renuka Exports. And that is what prompted me to my journey into the export line and to where I am today. Yeah.
Gaurav, sorry to disturb you. Just come slightly closer to your mic because your words are.
Sorry.
Yeah,
and sorry, Gaurav, to interrupt, since there is a disturbance now. You guys can actually opt for a speaker view so that you can see Gaurav full screen on your laptop. Instead of a gallery view, please pick up speaker view.
Okay. Am I audible now?
Yes.
I wish. Okay, I'm putting the mic closer to my mouth. Actually, it was around the time when I came, it was the early 2000s, when I joined my friend in business with him, and we started this, and I started looking after his factory, is when he put a paper in front of me. And that is when the first introduction to compliances and testing happened for me. There used to be a buying agency by the name of Asta Quele, and we were supposed to fill in the social audit form. And it was a questionnaire of endless questions and endless, the features, and a lot of information that they were asking, which I was not even aware of at that point in time. But slowly and steadily, I educated myself, and we finally got it there. But it was also the time when the quota system was on its way out. And we realized very well that there is going to be some kind of policy coming out from the Western countries to that. So like Lokesh said, that my perspective is always different. So I am trying to reason out this fact that this whole bluff of the connivance of the customers and the testing labs has been always a feature of my concern, and I have always raised my viewpoints in many seminars that I've attended with Bureau Veritas and ITS in my journey towards where I am today. So while everything was on and everything was going hunky-dory, whatever, the testings, which were basically used to start with base tests for fabrics and they used to be basically tabletop testings and not very much required. Slowly and steadily, these testings, what you call, started to increase in number. And a lot of the different forms of, the things being cried out loud over the environmental issues and the global warming issues, which were springing up in the mid 2000s and the late 2000s, which started putting pressure onto industries worldwide. I'm going to be strictly speaking to the industry which concerns me, my garment and my apparel line. We were fighting it very well, and we started understanding that there was a need of the hour. We started to understand what azo dyes were. We started to understand that sulfur dyes were not to be used. We started to understand that this is going to help. But all this was coming at a cost and a lot of effort from everybody in the whole scheme of things. But realistically speaking, while all this was on, there was something else also brewing on the behind, and that was the compliances for the factories, which I have not been able to really understand, because these things they go hand in glove, and they always give me a reflection that for whatever said and done, the testings that we were doing and whatever, we were always caught off guard, and we were always given a chance to repeal ourselves and correct ourselves. And factories were not giving the right direction, and a lot of things were moving out, and a lot of business started giving. In a nutshell, the expense that was being put into trying to raise a factory to standards, to international standards, so-called international standards, because we were told that these are against the insurance of getting good business, that the diminishing return of against the investment started to crop up, and we started bundling ourselves against the weight of all these compliances and all these types of things like that. Before I'm misunderstood, and I don't have any averse to the testing and compliances or whatever, but I've always felt the viewpoint from a very different angle. I've always felt that the buying agents and the factories, the exporters, we've been mute spectators in the sidelines watching a single tennis match played between the customers and the labs, and they've been throwing out things to us all the time. And at the end of the day, it is always the bluff that comes out is that they always take whatever the problem is. They always allow you to do retestings. The same test passes again, and the factories also go through with the compliances. I see that there is a lack of transparency in this whole system, and it's about time that we put ourselves together and play this tennis match in a more mixed doubles kind of a format, so that there is enough transparency and we are also allowed to participate, to actually be transparent, to understand what are the scheme of things. Yesterday, there was this lady who could not understand the mumbo jumbo about Oikotex certifications, and people who are in the leather industry, they know about the leather working group. This is the new kind of certification that's come up, and we have lost out a lot of business. One of my factories on the forum today.
Gaurav,
yeah.
Guys, if it is making sense, please raise your hands, thumbs up, clapping, so that we understand that you are actually understanding the subject and what we're talking about, especially the exporters. Yes, Gaurav.
Yeah, so basically, my take on this whole entire thing is that we have to really find a way to iron these issues out, and as we are moving towards more of into the digitization thing, I feel that there is quite some time elapsed, and we should have a more digitized and a more tabletop kind of a format to get the testings and all these compliances in play. And that is my little take on this. I could have gone on forever on this, but realistically speaking, there's much that is not going to be making much sense to it, because in my meetings, in my travels and meetings that I've had with so many buying directors and the buyers, they don't really use this paper that we spend so much of money on, these reports. They are just to cover themselves up over the kind of the NGO pressure and kind of the media pressure that they have in their countries to just get through with the work done, and everything falls flat. So I really want to figure out from people that that my perspective is making sense or not, because realistically speaking, I feel that there is a bluff that we need to follow on. That's exactly what I have to say.
So you mean to say there has to be some realistic approach to the whole testing thing?
Transparency, yes. Absolute transparency. Where the
consistency in pricing
where
as well,
there's
because they're
collective-
very expensive.
Yes, there have to be collective, participation also. It is
So,
not that they have the gospel truth to call out that you're right or you're wrong. They also
So
have
this
to come
is
up with the solutions.
yeah, this is a very subjective approach these guys work, and I think at the federation we had one last year. We had this meeting where we said, why don't we go collective as a federation to these testing labs, and we should have fixed prices, like
It's
a
time
collective
now.
buying, like a
One-
collective buying.
One thing I would
Ajay?
like to add, actually, like when we approach the testing labs individually as a factory, they will if I am getting my product tested for a particular customer, they might have a different price. And
Yes.
if I particularly go and get that similar product tested for my own factory, they will charge a different price.
See, this gives you the perfect example.
It's not only the price, my friend. It is also that the protocols also change from buyer to buyer, and which is quite.
The results also vary. The results also vary.
Because this is very strange, because there is an international platform of testing. So why can't we use just one platform? Why does every lab have a different say? Like and these buyers, they keep changing their denominated buying agencies. We lost out on the Sainsbury business. It was a
Because
huge business.
this has a bearing on the cost. Now we're talking
this has a
about
bearing on the
competing
cost.
with China and our product getting expensive.
My idea is only to hit that nail on the top. That is the insurance that was provided by getting a factories compliant and spending so much of money and creating a white influence. Is that business really honored? I mean, have we received that kind of business? I really want to understand this.
Can I come in?
Yes, please.
I think since we work together on Sainsbury's with Mr. Gaurav, and I think he's hit it completely correctly on the nail. Reason being, doing all the testing, following all the norms, and there is no guarantee of continuous business. And there is always a price war. Testing standards are increasing day by day. Costing for testings are going high day by day, but the product cost from the buyer's end needs to be lower. That is something practically not possible, and that is where the factories would try to cut corners.
Mute yourself, guys. Mute yourself. There is a sound here.
And like you
All
said,
right.
we are just running to fill up the papers at the end of the day, so that orders keep coming in and don't give
I
a
don't
damn
know
if
who
the-
we are satisfying, because if
Exactly.
you remember, Girish, in Sainsbury, there was double testing. We were required to test twice. I mean, it is
And it
unbelievable.
scared us
and
so much that
expensive.
we were doing an internal testing as well. So three
And
times
we were,
of the
3
cost.
times testing. These were huge orders. They were like 9,000, 10,000 garments of leather. I mean, worth almost 12 crores, 15 crores of orders. And so it is really scary also. How much can you take the pressure? And the one fine
So
day.
Gaurav, let's take a small poll on
Yeah.
this as an opinion. That so I'm throwing the question here: that do you agree that we should be collectively addressing the issue at the trade body association level, that exporter association, a buying agent association, or federation should collectively bring these testing companies into one room and sort out this problem? Here is the poll. We have 34 people. Yeah, just let the poll finish.
So I think we have gone a little too early in the poll.
There are several polls. Wait. We have 26 people so far saying something. 7 of them are not participating. Anyway, I'm ending the poll now. Okay. I think this is a democratic majority here. 27 out of 34 are actually agreeing that this problem has to be addressed. Well, this might not be the right time to address. Yes, Naveen, you raised your hand, and there is somebody also raised a hand. Naresh?
Lokesh,
Yeah.
I have a small suggestion. As you are working with all the buying agents and exporters and the governing bodies of India, why don't we have a single kind of audit, like something like we previously, all the buyers, American buyers, have their own audits. Now they are relying on SMETA or SEDEX. So similarly, why don't India has one audit? If anybody wants to work with India,
Exactly,
they have this audit.
exactly. So Ankur
similarly-
raised, yeah.
Similarly, for testing, why don't we have our own testing lab? Any Indian lab. Why we
Hold
have to
on.
go with Bureau
Yeah.
Veritas?
Hold on, Ajay. Hold on. Yeah.
Can I add in there?
Hold on, Gaurav. Ankur has been raising his hand for a long time. Before the poll, actually. Yes, Ankur.
I can continue after.
All right. Lower your
I
hand
want to
then,
hear him
please.
first.
And Naresh raised his hand first.
So I think
Your voice, yeah.
I've been working on the other side of the business. So working with retailer from past almost 8 years, and specifically touching this point since I was the head of sourcing and quality, and this was one of the area of work. So the point is very well valid. That is why I think the rating is coming to your poll is 100%. But the point is, how do we do it? If you see India and if you see any other country, for example, I'm sitting in UAE right now. Okay, so the same Disney, which does not even let a small or a big factory without audit work on the panel in India. UAE, you don't need to. Disney is allowed to work. So I think it's mainly around the country itself and the level of trust. Point number one. If you see, the bigger problem is not about individual suppliers and individual labs and individual buyers.
Yeah, your voice is cracking. Yeah.
Problem
okay, you can come back again. Yeah.
The policies for a Lana or to Metro, to UP.
All right. Ajay, you had something. Girish and yeah.
Definitely.
Your voice is cracking, Naresh, your voice is cracking. We will come back to you. Gaurav and Girish, hold on. Ajay, you wanted to say something?
I don't want to really discuss something. I just want everybody to understand that compliances are why are compliances needed?
So we'll talk about it tomorrow, na? We're not talking about compliance. We're talking about testing.
All right, that is part of the compliance system. That's what I was talking
well,
about.
Let's discuss testing of products today and compliance tomorrow.
Can I add here?
Girish wanted to say something.
I would completely agree with Nareshji and even Naveenji. We work in leather industry. We have a lot of materials coming in from China, and we ask them for a testing report. All that testing report is in Chinese, which I don't understand what it is. But when it comes to my European or American buyers, it has to be either ITS, either SGS. Let's cohesively make a platform where anything any of us is producing or trying to sell to our buyers is guaranteed or compliant from one particular standard. I think that should be the way forward collectively for our industry or our country.
And then Ajay.
One thing I would like to add, there should also be a way to challenge the test report also, because I have faced it multiple times. Like for especially what we get tested for is ppm on leaden surface majorly. So at times what the lab does is like the limit is 90 ppms and they will mark as 98 ppms, and you have no right to object on that front.
That's well said. That's my point. Yeah.
And
so
you need to
Ajay,
repay for the test again and again.
Piyush and then Ajay.
So and you know what? This is just to the group as well. We don't mind having our products tested, and the cost that comes with it. We are willing to bear it, but eventually that cost kind of has to be borne by the buyer to an extent as well, which the buyer is not willing to bear that cost at times as well. So that becomes an issue. How many times do we get the products tested? And every time we are giving the same SKU, and every time we need to have that construction check done on that particular product. So it becomes an issue.
Ajay and then Gaurav.
So, to address my question, I would first like to say that Girishji, did you ask the Chinese company that I want the product tested in SGS or Intertech or Bureau Veritas? Did you ask for that?
Sir, if I send that Chinese report to my European buyers, they accept that.
That is not the question. I mean, your question was that I am required to test out here. But did you ask your Chinese company to test it there?
No,
so if
I
you
did
ask
not.
them, I'm just putting it that way, that if you ask them, then yes, they will accept it.
No, they are nominated at times.
Again, I will address the question differently and taking Ankur also in the bracket and making it a little more clarity. Even in India, you have Indian laboratories which are certified and can be easily used in Muradabad, those who are working in Muradabad, they know that there is a Muradabad MHSC laboratory available, which all international buyers accept. As
With due respect, I have false reports created by RTCL. I can show you
Hold on,
those in
hold on,
examples.
hold on, guys. Hold
I'm
on.
not talking about. I'm not talking about somebody doing a hanky-panky thing. I'm talking about a report which is required and that is being followed. Now, somebody doing hanky-panky, I can do a hanky-panky with even an SGS report. So big deal.
So let's go back to Gaurav, Ajay, and after Gaurav, Madhu.
So the point to understand is that why testing is required and how it is to be managed.
Ajay, if you heard me correctly, I very clearly stated that I am not against testing. I am only trying to highlight the modus operandi of testing and compliances being done so arbitrarily and so individualistically, where the person who is actually going to benefit or not benefit is not even being participated. He's not even a participant in the event of things. And I can say this, that these reports, which are such gospel truths for as long as the shipment is not handed over and not paid, these are thrown in the dustbin. They are not even required. I've spoken many times to buying directors. I remember this buying director from Primark who was in my office many years back. She said that they're under NGOs and media glare all the time, constantly. They just need it for that and nothing else. Gaurav, you get on with your work. We don't have a problem. We just carry on. And they themselves reported that their merchants were working 15 hours, 16 hours a day, trying to cover up their targets. So where is the need for that overtime? Where is the need? I mean, the entire home workers, way, the way we have it in India has been totally misrepresented by these profiteering labs. They know
there is an excess. There is an excess.
Yeah,
Sandhya after Gaurav.
Clear nexus. This is what I'm trying to highlight, and this is where we have to collectively get together and find a different platform. And that suggestion was very right. It was in my notes, but I to the constraint of time, where the gentleman earlier had said that there needs to be a single platform for testing. That is one way to look at it, and that is very good. And what Girish was saying is exactly what China says. They have a single platform for testing, and they utilize it, and all European buyers obey that. Because if Girish was to go back to SGS, to that supplier, he would have been told that he has to pay for the charges, and whether or not the test comes out right, it's not his business because his test is right.
Girish, hold on. Sandhya, please. Sandhya, please. Girish, hold on. Sandhya ji.
What I feel is, Gaurav, the point is whatever everybody is saying is really valid, but my take is that I think we've really gone a lot ahead in this domain, and the buyers do need I think Mr. Naresh, who was speaking from Landmark experience, was saying that the buyers need some bit of certitude about the quality of goods they are buying. How do they ascertain that?
Sandhya, I am not denying
No, he's not saying testing. Don't do testing. He's not denying.
I'm calling out the bluff. I'm calling
process.
out the nexus. The modus operandi.
What I'm saying is,
Hold on, Gaurav. Yes.
What I'm saying is that having a single, testing sort of slab, or having it's difficult because we are talking of multi-products. Yes, they can be nominating a lab, but when the buyers nominate a lab, they do tell us that as a terms and conditions before placing the order.
So there has to be regulatory body. Hold on. There has to be regulatory body over these people. Just like telecom have a regulatory body.
Yeah.
All the other industries, pharma has a regulatory body. We should demand the government for a regulatory body to control their nexus.
I don't know. I really think the minute we get into that domain, people are going to doubt about our quality of our products.
No.
Why should we be shying away from it? We are sure of our product. Our vendors, just let me finish, Gaurav, please.
Yeah, hold on, Gaurav.
Our quality of our goods, we are sure of. We have conducted 3 inspections. We do fabric, we do online, inline. That means we and the supplier base is sure of the raw material. So what are we hiding? Why are we? Yes, Nexus could be there because there are labs which are nominated by the buyers.
All right, guys, we have 2 more minutes.
Sandhya, I have a classic example.
I think also just last bit, Gaurav. I think Lokesh, It's a very big topic. It's a very essential topic. And I think this kind of time thing hanging on our heads, we are not going to be able to
Yeah,
make
of course.
any
This is something like it's a snippet. We're pointing to the issues. We
You
can
know,
have a 1 hour discussion on testing, but this is not the time.
a raw material cost is 65% of our product. So if it's something to do with raw material, we have to be, the vendor is responsible, the buying agent is responsible. So we'll have to look at it very threadbare. That's what my take is.
Last is Gaurav Gupta.
Many times we have seen that when the sampling comes from the buyer does not ask for any testing, and sampling goes for 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. Many of the variations buyer asks for. But when the order comes and when we are into the inline inspection time, then the buyer or the buying agency, then the buyer asks the buying agencies, or buyer directly says that these all testings are required. So at the time of sampling, at the time of giving price sharing with the buyer, we are not including the price of testing in the samples or price of testings in the order. So how should we cope up that thing also? This should be also discussed.
All right. I think Madhu, you wanted to say something. Sorry, I missed you.
No, it's okay. All I wanted to say was that
I would like to say one
yes,
thing.
the tests are required.
Hold on, Punita. Hold on. Yes,
Yeah,
Madhu.
the tests are required, and there are labs assigned for the testing. Like I don't want to name SGS, Intertech, PUV, etc., etc. Most of these labs, like Gaurav rightly pointed out, the first test is correct. The first test, which is paid for by the buyer, they would always somehow or the other find a problem with it, and the next test they want you to pay for it. The same product, like we've done it, we take a pair, we send one pair to SGS. The first test fails, we don't say anything, we just give the left odd then, and that same odd passes. So there is a commercial aspect to what is happening, and they want to make in double money in the while testing, which is a very, very common thing faced by everybody in the industry. And also for testing of, say, PPT or Chrome or all these tests, there is a requirement by the buyers, but these testing labs are what are making money out of it, which has to be controlled. And that is where a control factor has to come in.
So I would actually conclude.
Everybody is open to getting things tested. Nobody says don't get it tested.
I would conclude with the conviction that Gaurav, you need to take a lead in this if you are strongly feeling about it. Let's create a team under the federation. You can also involve very key players from the exporter side and create an ideation team and keep on engaging the community of exporters and buying agents to actually form an opinion. And then we can have a session with the government also including into this. Somebody has to take the lead into engagement. We can always discuss this for 2 more hours, but let's create an action plan. Guys, we have
Say one thing. Can
Punita, very quickly in 30 seconds.
Please cover all materials, Gaurav.
Just one small thing. I want to answer the query raised before Madhu, the gentleman who spoke before Madhu. Why are you holding the buyer responsible that they are not telling you about the testing about you as a vendor who is supplying the product or who is taking the order? Isn't it your responsibility to ask also the buying agent or the buyer what all testing is required?
Correct.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Okay, that's okay. So guys, you have the chat. There are 10 points which I would like you to read. The tech tip we already have been covering, a lowering of hands and the breakout rooms. Anyway, we'll be doing a breakout room after this. You already have introduced each other. Please network, and not only don't look for a buying agent in the room. You might be also going to be very happy connecting to a fellow exporter from garments with the hard goods, because you guys must be working with other buying agents. So why don't you connect between yourself as 2 people, as exporters in the room, and just share your giveaways. Okay, I work with these four agencies which also have hard goods, and I work with the agency which also has apparel. So please break out in the rooms as not only talking to a buying agent, because then the process will be very short-lived, and then buying agent will be actually shying away going into a breakout room from in couple of days. The recording is available.
Lokeshji, I would like to raise a point.
Hold on, let me finish this point. Those who are willing to sell to institutional buyer in domestic and India and globally, please say yes in the chat box. We will have a breakout session. I will be moderating the breakout session and discuss how we can do it. Recording is available on request also on the Facebook page. You can view it. We have 2 sessions, 12 noon and 8 p.m. You are most welcome to join. All the meetings are on the meetup page. 5 p.m. is a closed door meeting with buying agents. Please invite all the buying agents in your network to be here. Session is managed. How to manage the cancelled order? Stay tuned. We are having a number of sessions now, wherein we will be conducting or discussing practical solutions to how we manage the cancelled order stock lying there. Prepare your 30-second elevator pitch for the things to come in, because this room is now getting bigger, and we're going to have maybe 90-second session with networking and elevator pitch of how you can compete with other exporters to get the business. Ask your association to engage with federation. If you think that we can do something for you, you individually are here for your benefit, but your community will only benefit when your association is engaging with the federation. If you have found any value, please do that sharing on the meetup page, on WhatsApp group, social media, LinkedIn, wherever you want to hear out. Maybe you can shout out from your terrace that, okay, guys, I have somebody who's talking about business and opportunities. We are booking the slots for presentation of the exporter, and we're looking for volunteers from the buying agency also who would like to moderate that 30 minutes of interview or a presentation and asking the right questions from the factory. And that will be going live on Facebook, and it will be embedded in the Facebook page. That becomes your marketing tool for the future. That these buying community have asked me the right question at the right time. Any buyer can refer to the page and look at your company profile and what answer did you give on the questions. So please book your slots. We are booked till April 30. The first slot will be available on May 1st. And of course, download the Meetup app and try and see how I'm more friendly, how are the events happening, what else is on the Meetup to engage yourself for your business opportunities and networking. Lastly, but not the least, as we have been stating, this is our motto of the coming months and even in future. We are your stepping stones. We are creating rock solid platform for you to thrive your business in difficult times as well as walking ahead. So please come back very openly telling us how we should do it as an exporter, as a partner body. What do you think we should do? We have an ideation team, very robust ideation team we have. We are very democratically accepting all the people here. You must have witnessed many people are here now, regulars. So there is no hierarchy here, there's no politics here, but we have to win this together. Now, Ankur, yes, tell me.
Yeah, actually, to the point regarding the testing labs, I have one solution. Generally, I would request all the buying agents to get at least 3 labs nominated, because so that there is no monopoly of the lab. So the exporter can choose from, like, there are multiple labs around, and if there is an option, of course, these labs also need to compete amongst them.
So
generally, there is a monopoly.
Yeah, that's a good question. I think, Gaurav, we should formulate a template of questions to be thrown to the exporters via the associations, that we are now trying to get an opinion of the people how this testing lab should operate, and exporters should fill those feedback forms. We can directly also send them through our channel and through the federation. Let's collaborate, let's collate the opinion of the industry. Do you agree, Gaurav? You're muted.
Not only that, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello. Yes, I do agree that this was the idea of the presentation today, to try and get an opinion go moving, that we can coalesce together and form a community to fight out the bluff and reach out.
So I'll be very happy, Gaurav, you lead the team.
I will be working.
All right, guys, breakout room sessions. Who wants to go where?
I want to do with Linda if possible, if she's free.
Linda and Sakshi? Was it Sakshi?
This was Neha, I think.
Was it Neha?
Yes,
Neha,
sir,
Linda.
Neha.
Linda, you want to go? Linda, you want to go in the room? But Linda has to say yes first.
Linda is not in the room.
She's gone?
Not in the room. Yeah, she's not there. She was there, but I don't know. She's not.
All right. So you have a lot of opportunity of meeting with our next meeting. Anybody else?
Yeah, I'll do next time.
Yeah. Is Mike there?
Yes.
Yeah, I want to be with Mike for some time.
Okay, I'm creating 13 rooms, so you have one-on-one also sessions. I'm assigning room 2 to Mike and Gaurav Mishra.
Girish, you want to join in?
Girish, you want to go in that room?
Girish.
Is he here? Girish Kalwani. Is it Girish Kalwani?
No, Girish.
Girish Sachdeva?
I think he's also gone.
No, he's there. He's there. So you
Girish
guys go in.
Girish Kalwani is here.
Girish Sachdeva is also here.
Girish
Gaurav,
Sachdeva.
please accept the room request and you should talk to Mike now.
Yeah, Gaurav, I'm going to the.
Anybody else want to go into break room? Fellow exporters with exporters?
With Sandhya.
Sorry, Sandhya muted. Yes,
Can I
Sandhya, you're muted. Yes.
Anjali,
Yes, Sandhya, go ahead.
Oh, okay, I'm fine.
Okay, I'm assigning Rajatji and Sandhya. Room 3 to Sandhya and Rajat.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. I'm leaving the room.
Thank you so much. And please come back.
Okay. Thank you.
Anybody else?
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye. Who did somebody said for the institutional business? There are there's a lot of people who have said yes. Who Mohit Singla, who wants to be in my room with the institutional buying?
Lokeshji, I think I have already had that, so
Yes.
I might take a leave.
Yes.
Thank you.
Ankur, you have accepted the invitation to the meeting on Tuesday morning?
Yeah,
All right. I could not see your confirmation on the email. Piyush has confirmed that.
I'll just see that once again.
All right. Anybody else?
Lokesh, just one thing.
Yes. Yes, Piyush.
I don't want to keep everyone busy, but it's just about the BNI thing. So can we
Yeah.
speak tomorrow morning or?
Tuesday is a fixed time.
No, I know that, but then I just had to register, but nothing came back on that. So
It will be coming to you.
all right, okay. Ankur, can we get into a room and discuss? I need to discuss something.
Sure,
Ankur and Piyush.
Sure.
Wonderful. This is the first time ever we are having two exporters networking on a webinar at the Federation platform. I would actually clap. Ankur and Piyush. Go ahead, guys. Anybody else? Girish, what are you doing? Girish, how was your experience? Anybody would like to know from Colin about Amazon selling? How do you create your business in India and abroad? In the chat and in the room, Himanshu.
Sure.
Colin, are you available?
Yes, Lokesh. Yes, I am.
Okay, I will send Himanshu and I think Sakshi, you should attend this Colin meetup now. This is this session of 10 minutes.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm fine. Yeah.
Okay, I'm assigning room number 5 to you, to Sakshi and Himanshu.
Lokesh, can you hear me?
Sorry, yes?
First of all, congratulations on the initiative
So,
you have taken.
Lokesh, I can also join with the call-in, right?
Please give me your name, Ruben.
Yeah, Ruben.
Okay. And also Mayank?
Yes.
Okay.
Lokesh, I would also like to join Colin.
Okay. 5. Who said Colin? Like Mayank and Ruben, right? Mayank also said. Who was congratulating me? Girish, you?
Yeah, I was saying that it's a very nice initiative. This is my first time in this meeting. I really appreciate the way you have brought this up and managing things here. I wish I could have known this earlier and be part of it from day one.
No worries, no worries. You're not late. We are going to continue till May 31st at least.
Okay, thank you so much.
So the idea is if you like something, please share with others so that others can benefit. That is how we grew from, I think we grew from 12 in the first meeting to almost 35. At one time we were 65.
Okay.
Yeah, and also bring more of a buying agent because the balance will always be created when we have people who can give business.
Sure. I'll do my best for that.
Thank you, Girish.
Thank you.
Hanji, Anant ji, you want to join?
Colin's room, either Colin or Sandhya Samuel.
Hi, Lokesh. This is my first time in this meetup, and I was not really sure what is this meetup was about. I don't know which room to go.
Anand, you can join in any room right now. You want to know about Amazon selling in India and overseas? Then Colin is a coach.
Okay. And
You want to
what
go
about the other rooms?
Other rooms are like private. Other rooms are private. Like Mike is also having a global box. He's bringing a Sunday. He's having a session on 8 p.m. on how do you, global box is almost like a bigger than platform like Amazon.
Okay.
You would like to go there?
Yeah, connect me to Mike's room for now.
Okay. So Anand goes into room number 2.
Thank you.
Thank you. Accept the request to go enter the room. हाँ जी भावना जी, आप बताइए आप.
सब चले गए लोकेश.
सबको बिजी कर दिया आपने 10 मिनट के लिए, और क्या करें.
एब्सोल्युटली. मैं चलिए मैं आपसे बात कर लेती हूँ.
और क्या, हम इसी कमरे में बात कर लेंगे ना.
हाँ बिल्कुल, एब्सोल्युटली. सो आई वांटेड टू डिस्कस जस्ट 1 सेकंड वो लेना. So I wanted to basically discuss the Recoupx and so basically मेरे को जो समझ में आ रहा है अभी Recoupx का कि they also deal with this, so we have to initiate this discussion with Lina today. What is the process she follows in such cases where the customer has not paid and how to get the recovery done. और उसने ऐसा कोई केस हैंडल किया है अभी क्या, और उसका प्रोसेस भी सेम ही है? The one which she, the processes which she has set, for this cargo damage business, because that will be really fantastic. If that is something she can handle, then there will be a lot of business that can be generated.
Of course, I was just checking her. She should be coming today. She is a very energetic lady. So let's see.
So today we handled the objections basically, and I had a lot of questions, so which I have asked her. So all those were clarified, because I wanted to know, like, if the conversation turned to insurance deductibles, then what percentage. So I had a lot of questions, so she clarified it nicely. So another thing, like, जहाँ पे उसने हमको अपने कुछ cards वगैरह group में post किए हैं that to reach out to them, तो उनको phone करना है, क्या करना है उनको, because she's saying they are waiting for our
just pick up the phone and call first immediately. That is something you should
I want to
do
get
now.
on to calling, like, from Monday, and Lina is not updated. It's fine, so I will take up the conversation.
Just take up the conversation from wherever you can start.
So I will ask them, what
and try, and I will say try to be on Zoom calling. Tell them 5-10 minutes you should speak to them, and tell them, okay, if you are okay, I have my Zoom ID. Can we speak over the phone in a webinar, live in a meeting? Because we need to know the faces as well, and that could be something very, very interesting you can give them, because they are also not trained. So at least we are now trained. We should now train our fellow community business owners so that they will not face the problem and challenges of getting business. We can do that, and they will remember you for that.
I'll do that, because I've tried initiating a Zoom call from my app, so in the family, so I could do that. So I was trying it, like how to initiate a Zoom call.
हाँ जी रजत जी, तैयारी पूरी है सर? सर ये आप म्यूटेड हो.
सर मैं तैयारी तो देखिए मैंने जो कर रखी है, वो मेरा जो प्रोफाइल आपने देखा होगा उसको मैं एलॉबरेट करने की प्रयास कर रहा हूँ डिस्क्रिप्शन के साथ. मेरे को एक क्वेश्चनर आप कह रहे थे भेजेंगे, तो मैं उसके हिसाब से थोड़ी और तैयारी कर लेता.
हाँ भावना, ये कर दो प्लीज इनके साथ यार.
क्या चीज है?
एक क्वेश्चन है, हमें बनाना ही है, सबके लिए अभी बनाया नहीं है. रात को शायद मैं लगता हूँ, या आप देख रहे हैं, हम दोनों कर देंगे, या हमारी टीम को बोल दो. हमारी टीम जो बनी हुई है व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप पे ना, कि 4-5 नहीं गवर्निंग बॉडी, हाँ गवर्निंग बॉडी में डाल दो, और एक हमारी कोविड वॉरियर में डाल दो.
कोविड वॉरियर में, ओके.
कि हमें जो फैक्ट्री को बुलाया है, तो क्वेश्चन तो हमें पता ही है क्या पूछने होते हैं, लेकिन एक फॉर्मेट अगर शेयर, इफ यू कैन शेयर द फॉर्मेट विद द फैक्ट्री, तो दे कैन बी रेडी विद दैट. सो व्हाट काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चन दे गोना आस्क?
एक्चुअली हम लोग हमारे अंदर मैन्युफैक्चरिंग स्किल्स तो हैं, पर कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स तो आप लोगों में ही ज्यादा है. देखिए
So that's exactly what we are trying to do now.
Yeah.
If you are skilled in communication, my job becomes as a buying agent becomes very easy. So if you are strong in production, I might not be strong in production. So let's have that strength collaboration. That Lokesh, I will take care of this buyer. Please bring him. So that you are strong in that, right?
Right. वो इसी वजह से मैं कह रहा था कि your questionnaire and your guidance in this will polish us and educate us to be more precise.
Yeah,
and
definitely. And what we're thinking of that we're going to do this practice multiple times. Like you're coming in this week. Maybe after a couple of months we will again bring you back, because then there are certain things which you will also learn from all these sessions of other people as well. So we might have an improvisation done with you, and then you come back in 2 months' time. Oh, I am now better prepared to answer your questions.
Right.
And this is a networking platform we've created. The more you are visible here, the more you are actively participating, you will have, you can yourself actually witness this. A lot of people now know who is Mr. Rajat.
Right, sir.
And that is exactly what we are trying to do it.
No, that's really a great platform to be in touch with everybody and to be close to everyone.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. Sir, आज EPCH की तो आपने attend करा था seminar?
Yes, I actually I was multitasking. I had airpod with governing body of federation we were talking about all the issues, but I didn't want you to miss this event. So I had a phone and I was listening.
That was a wonderful seminar, and they have come up with a wonderful idea of a register,
Design registry, yes.
Design register, और इससे काफी हम लोगों को फायदा मिलने वाला है, मेरे को लगता है.
Sir, if implementation is done well, it is a good thing. The most important is how to implement it, because Piyush was also there, part of the meeting from AM Glass. He said the moment the webinar went over and they were saying that it is already active and people are registering, I tried to do it, the page was not found.
Let's see. Otherwise, idea was good. The software they made was wonderful.
Yes.
It was a 3-hour long seminar. Very tiring to attend.
This is also seminar. Something they need to improve. You can see how tight we take. The time is your money.
Yeah.
So if you are saying 3 to 4, we should stick to 3 to 4. Because then if you're 4:30, it's also 4. You're setting to 5:30, I think.
I had to take a nap for 20 minutes in between. It was 8 to 6. So, but the concept was good if it is managed well.
Yeah.
It's managed well. Yeah. So anyway, sir, so I'll be waiting for the questionnaire and
yes,
your
Bhavna, under Bhavna, Sakshi is taking care of the factory connect. And Bhavna, please be strong with Sakshi to have, maybe she should not sleep today, and it's just a 10 or 12 questions they have to ask. It's not very big interview we're going to take.
Right, sir. And questionnaire, and other than the questionnaire, madam, we also, you see, just we are going to present ourselves. Our company profile is there. We are going to elaborate it. You can please add us more to give us a view about how can we introduce and how can we go in the mid of the seminar and to end up. We will be needing.
So what we will do, Rajat, what we will do is we will do a mock-up with you. There is an option of screen sharing.
Yeah.
If you are able to do it, otherwise we'll be prepared to have. We will have a presentation on our laptop. We will show the presentation just like I showed the promo today in the afternoon session. That this is how the screen will look like. So you should have a couple of sessions. We'll see who is the buying agent or who are the people who can do it. I think Bhavna, Ishank can do it from home.
So I just need to check something. So we have to prepare the list of the questions on behalf of the exporters, and for that we will be talking to the exporters and take the the questions from them.
So at this session, when we introduce somebody, we'll take less than 1 minute to introduce. Please welcome Mr. Rajat from Moradabad, RK Impacts, and all those things, and then ask him to talk about his company. The presentation will be going on. He can tell us when to move the presentation of like 5 or 6 or 10 slides of his company, and then after the slides are done, then one of our buying agent will be in the room to ask him the question as a buyer.
Okay.
And we will formulate those questions and give it to him so he can prepare the answers.
Okay.
And then after that, we will open the forum for other buying agents or exporters. And Rajat, very key input I can give you. Please look for collaborations with exporters as well. I can tell you, AM Glass is very on a weak footing with metal from Moradabad. He's trying to do this job with local suppliers, I don't know how it works for you guys as export, or you are not thinking of domestic or something, or you don't want to become a supplier.
No. I'm open to everything.
So you should pitch for it as well. That any exporter would like to ask me any question on how I will be able to supply you metal part for your other products. It could be fabric or could be glass or anything. So let exporters can also ask you a question.
Yeah, I'm ready for it because I'm having two companies, RK Impex INC for the export and RK Impex I've made for domestic supplies. And I'm working in that company also.
All right.
RK Impex, yeah.
So we have Colin's room still active. Mike is back.
Yeah.
If I could just make a short comment here. Rajat, the global box thing is so good because it also allows local people to connect with each other. So the idea, with this global box is to create a single point. Earlier in the day, some people were talking about creating like a single point where all this information is available. So this is what global box is. It's a single point of convergence for buyers and sellers. So you can look for products located next door to you or products halfway around the world from you. So that's the idea with this platform.
Mike, I attended your first meeting and I was very much impressed by your presentation. And I just had a word with my son and we are preparing to get into the global box. And very soon, as soon as we get some very good photographs, my son is working on that and we will be launching our products on global box also.
That's wonderful. And I gotta tell you, just 1 second. I gotta tell you, you made a great point, Rajat, about good photographs. This is what sells. Good images. That's what sells the product. Because we've noticed some products were actually better quality, good cheaper price, but people gravitated towards products which had very very nice images.
Yeah. So that's why we are searching for these, because it is lockdown here. So we need to have some professional photography for the website. So because if it will look good, then it will sell easily.
Even one of my factories is also planning to put their products on the global box website. So they are also working on creating a good photographs, like high resolution pictures. So I mean, since it's a lockdown, so it's going slow, but I think in 10 days or so they should be able to do that.
Wonderful. Thank you, and I appreciate that, Baham. Thank you.
Thank you. So something very interesting, Mike, at your back, I can see something, is it a Chinese transcription or a Japanese?
Mike's name is Japanese.
Chinese, in Chinese.
Chinese.
It's Chinese, it's Chinese.
Please remove it.
No, it's nice. It's nice.
Why?
It's very
No.
attractive.
No.
It's very attractive, in fact. Yeah, I really like it.
It's very attractive, but it is giving a feel of China. That is very scary.
So what? So China is not an enemy. China is a good country.
So what? Yeah.
Actually, if you go on YouTube, if you have some time to go on YouTube and you type in Mike Ivanov, you will see that I have a series of seminars in China where I'm actually advising that China and India should collaborate, because China and India are becoming two of the largest manufacturers around the world, and the collaboration between China and India is going to yield tremendous benefits for both countries. So I don't think we should have any hard feelings. By the way, Rajat, that name, it says the nice gentleman. So it's my translation in the Chinese language, which says the nice gentleman. So it's
That's very nice.
One thing I wanted to ask from you people, that what is the sentiment of customer and the world community towards China now?
Well, China is still going to be one of the key manufacturers and one of the key providers, suppliers.
I missed your question, Rajat.
What is the sentiment of global buyers and the world community in terms of China after COVID?
You should follow my Twitter.
Yeah.
I am usually sending the analysis of the day, a business analysis of the day. The New York Times has come up with the article yesterday that because of this pandemic and the global growth is purchase of the international community from China China is 50 years behind now in
Behind
growth.
now.
50 years.
I read that.
So
I
it is
read
not
that
small. Don't blame China for this. They're not going to kill themselves by doing such a bad thing. It is not intentionally. And even if it is intentionally, I would say it's a silly mistake somebody has done. You all make mistakes in business. So let's not forget about and let's not go over there. It is now a time how we can make benefit of this crisis.
But they hid the fact and they bribed the WHO and they use the
Rajat, we are too small to think of all these things. Why are we wasting our time even in reading those articles? I would rather spend my time on Meetup to look at another networking session of export-import professionals or anything on a webinar and spending. Let's not go there. You read the headlines,
Exactly.
good.
Yeah.
You read the headlines, good. Oh, could be. But are you Narendra Modi or are you a Trump to have a strategy meeting on this?
No.
No. So that is why I read those things. Of course, these could be a good discussion point in 2 years from now, when you can pull China into the room and WHO in the room, and all the G20 business leaders should say, "Okay, guys, we need answers from you guys." But this is not the time.
You're right.
Actually,
right.
Lokesh, to kind of emphasize what you're saying, I think this is the time to look at opportunities.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Not at challenges, right? I think we need to look at how do we move forward. Forget about, the past is the past. We cannot change the past. What we can do is we can impact the future.
That was exactly the afternoon session. Chaos is good as a question mark.
Chaos is good, yeah.
Right.
There is a chaos. How good it could be for you.
Transforming a challenge into an opportunity and capitalizing on that opportunity. I think that's the key that we need to look at.
Right. I appreciate that. So thank you very much, Lokesh ji, Bhavna ji, and Mike.
Thank you so much for coming.
So it was
very nice
wonderful
meeting
time.
you.
Just a last minute question to you. How is the Moradabad community taking these webinars? Are there some people discuss? Is there a discussion among your exporters or something?
Not much exactly. I'm just inviting 4 or 5 people daily for the webinars. Even I have sent the invitation to 2 of the local buying agents here for small freelancer type, and to QCs also. So daily I'm pitching 3-4 people for it, but I'm not compelling them. I'm just sending the invitation.
I will request you not to force it. Rather, like a freelance buying agent is there, call them up. He said, in the coming weeks, there is no business. In the coming months, there is no business for even buying agents. Do you want to be in a room where there could be opportunity for you to work?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm just sending the invitations to them. Then next week I'll talk to them that whether you have participated or not. It is a wonderful platform.
As a presenter, Rajat, I am in your place. I would actually focus on your day because people connect to you.
Right.
Don't ask them to come tomorrow or day after. Tell them, guys, I'm coming 27th live on Facebook and the Federation page.
Right.
Are you available on that day to listen to me? If you're not listening to me, I am not your friend. So they will connect to you. We are not here to invite them tomorrow. We are here for long. Even if they start, even if they start watching from 27 when you are coming live, they will see the value when they're here. Like you came and you found the value, right?
Right. I should not ask the question, but what I've heard is that you see BEA and FBA are 2 different organizations.
How does it matter?
It doesn't matter at all. In Moradabad, there are 2 organizations like YES and
there are
LUB.
3 actually. There are 3.
And MHEA. So what people are thinking, they are associated with, they are weighing BEA more. Please don't take it otherwise.
No.
I'm telling you the fact.
See, we are adding value. I am not after BAA or EPCH or YES or LU. My job is to create business opportunity.
Yeah,
and we're not big.
Yeah, what is that? BA is associated with EPCH. Because
so what?
Mr.
As a smart business owner, what you should do?
You see, I am telling you what these silly people sometimes tells about.
Okay, let's not discuss, because that is something is a never-ending discussion. So we have a lot of big other things to do actually.
Yeah. So I'm just telling you sometime what they say. So they are fearful that if they get associated with FBA, they might not get pitched from the EPC.
For how long? How long can you sustain when the business is pouring from left, right, and center, and you're a fool actually if you're not doing it?
They are not doing because I am a businessman. I can associate with any organization.
Exactly. That's the approach.
I'm not a fearful person. If
we have PO, we have PO, we have CII, we have FICCI, we have ASSOCHAM. How does it matter?
So I am open to. I am a LUB member also. I am a YES member also. MHA member also. I am associated with you, BA, EPCH. What does it matter to me? It is what we are working equally for all the organizations. But I'm giving most of my time to FBA because it is a wonderful platform. What I'm finding.
Rajat, I just wanted to mention something. A few days ago, I made a comment about having a look at omni-channel presence. In essence, you need to be present on every single potential channel. Don't discount or discard some channel just because it might be.
We are not against anybody, and we will never be against anybody who's talking about business opportunities, who's talking about solutions to problems, who's talking about collaborative approach to actually build the nation again.
You know, from Moradabad, Rajat, from Moradabad, we have some of the best sellers on Global Box from Moradabad. We have a big cluster of sellers in Moradabad, and they are enjoying the benefits of this platform. Very good manufacturers there. So don't worry about. Try to access as many different channels and try to reach as many different customers. That's the name of the game.
That's true. That's true. So Lokeshji knows my nature, and now I'm coming close to Lokeshji more and more. So I'm not fearful with anybody. And you see, the mindset of Moradabad and a small city, small town people
that will change.
That is going to change. That's going to change.
Yeah.
Results are going to come, and I think next week onward, some more people are going to join the platform of FBA.
See, we follow Gandhiji, and I have personally read his biography. When he went alone, you can imagine the whole of country followed him because he was on a mission.
Right.
He was doing something which was good. Yeah, he was doing something which was good for the community. It's all about timing.
Today only I was reading the Salt March.
Yeah.
I really appreciate Lokeshji and your team, Bhavnaji, Mike. Everybody is working very hard for the business to grow. I was very confused before I started joining the conferences that my time is getting killed. Now it is being utilized, and I'm really working. Other than this, I'm sending now mails to the buyers, to the buying agents also. So I'm utilizing my time. So you have, injected some energy in me. Thank you very much.
This is the time to build relationship. That's what I can say.
That's exactly our goal.
Yeah.
And one last thing, Lokesh said that they will change. You know what? If people are not changing, they will become dinosaurs. So if you don't adapt to the new environment, you are just going to disappear. Whether slow or fast, you're going to disappear. So you have to be adaptable.
Right. So should we end the session, sir?
All right, we are here. You guys can leave.
Okay.
If you want to leave, you are most welcome.
Fine,
sir. Okay. Sorry. Carry on. Rajat, please carry on.
You should try to reach out to Lena to see if we can talk to her.
Fine, sir. Mike, bye-bye to you. Bhavnaji, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So calling you back. All right.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye, everyone. Bye. Everyone leaving? All right, take care.
Yeah, we were just
Mike,
finishing
see
our
you,
talk.
man. Take care. You're far away from the camera today.
See, well, I wanted to be more comfortable because my back hurts, so I'm
okay. I asked Ruben to reach out to you. I think Ruben has some question about the onboarding process. Actually, he started onboarding it right now, but he have a lot of question on the onboarding process. So
no problem. So my WhatsApp number is available in chat. If you want, I can give it to you one more time.
No, I have your number actually.
So he can connect. He can connect.
So Mike, you should actually announce the number because a lot of people on Facebook are watching and they are sending me requests of asking a number. They're watching on Facebook.
It's in the chat, but in my profile in Meetup, it's already there. My WhatsApp number, my email, everything.
Just say it one more time because there are people watching on the Facebook. They will note the number.
So whoever
Okay,
watching
so
in the Facebook, I would tell you this is like a very, very streamlined the portal actually. We've been like onboarding it right now. It's a pretty good. We're hoping for, you know, I got some information from Mike, and we're gonna be like onboarding like almost like 100 to 200 products actually in the upcoming month. Hopefully we're gonna be creating the positive impact on the platform as well. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mike,
So
Mike,
would you
just,
like me?
yeah.
Would you like me to say the number?
Yes.
Would you like me to say the number? So the number is +1 604 704 5577. So 604 704 5577.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you so much. And yeah, Colin, the best way to deal with the situation is to contact me directly, because you know in the group meeting it takes too long. You know, it's beyond the scope of the.
Yeah, definitely. I already asked him to reach out to you, keep in touch with you. So yeah,
Perfect.
he will do it actually. Definitely. We'll see something different there for sure.
Awesome. Thank you so
All right,
much.
man. Thanks, Lokesh.
Okay,
Appreciate
guys.
it.
All right, guys. Bye bye.
Alright, yeah,
Have a
take
good
care.
evening.
Bye.
Take good care. Bye bye.
All right, good. Yeah, bye.
Sakshi, you're staying up. Sakshi, I have 2 minutes for you. Sakshi, are you there?
I'm
All
there.
right.
I'm there.
Sakshi, you need to create the template for the factories to answer the questions.
Okay,
So
fine.
reach out to Neha, reach out to Bhavna in the warrior room and draft a small 10 or 12 questions that you're going to ask the factory when they're presenting on from 26th or 27th onwards.
Okay, fine. So I will share. I'll make something and share
Yeah.
with you on WhatsApp tomorrow.
Yeah. As early as possible tomorrow morning,
Sure.
so that the factory can get prepared, and then
Yeah.
the template will be sharing it with the governing body. They might add some more questions with their experience, and then we share it with the factory by latest tomorrow afternoon.
Okay, fine. I will do that. Yeah.
Thank you so much for your help. You have been actually great help.
Hi, come on, Lokesh ji. No thanks, please.
No, in fact, we are making relationship. We are creating a platform. It has been the most active these. I don't know how many days it's been there. I just
It's
realized somebody
been-
was 40 days have passed actually.
Yes, that's true. And I
Wow.
was just looking at my meeting, number. It's increasing day by day.
Of course, we
So
have
it's-
reached the meeting is scheduled. I think the last number I've logged in is 94th meeting on
Yes.
April 27th, 27th or 29th.
Yes.
So we're going to cross 100 before the lockdown.
Yes, and I just wish कि हमारे अप्रैल में 1000 members तो होए BTS में.
Chalo, with God grace, if people are willing to get help, they will be coming on board.
No, they are they are asking a lot of questions. Everybody is calling and saying how it is valuable for us. Today, one buying agent asked me how it is helpful for us. So I explained him, and he was quite keen. He's coming tomorrow for taxation thing, and people are quite interested to know. And I could see the kind of zeal in them to join it.
Yeah.
That's all because of you.
Well, I'm just following what I've learned with my experience, and this is exactly it is a thought. It was imbibed in me since I was in, I think, college, that we have been very active in volunteering.
Yeah, and I
All
think
right.
that's the
Yeah.
best way to learn.
Yeah, that's the best way to learn. Just volunteer, and then you have the amazing learning which can go for all your years, like all
Yeah.
the life.
That's true. That's true. So I'll make sure to send ASAP to you the template.
Yeah.
Okay.
Share in the
Okay.
group.
Yeah. I'll share it in the group only.
All right. Thank you so much.
Okay. Bye. Take care. Good
Bye.
night.
Good night. Bye, Robin. Are you still there?
Hi, Lokesh. Thank you so much, Lokesh.
Thank you so much.